All right, guys, we are live. And if you can hear our voice, can you type Google in the chat? Okay, can you type Google in the chat if you can hear our voice? All right, because tonight we are going to do some Valentine special. All right. And then this Valentine special, it's exactly related to, we are wondering if Google is still a darling to investors. All right. So if you can hear us, let us know. Okay. Can you type Google in the chat just to make sure that we are live and all of you guys can go on with us together. All right. So I think we start to see more people streaming in. Fantastic. Okay. In the meantime, okay, let me just make some announcements first so that everybody can see that we are live. All right. So we have some people from Facebook say Google. All right. Yes, feel free to ask us questions. Oh, Sean, you just finished another live, right? Like how did that Facebook live? Like talking
Someone
about
commented on my hairstyle lah, so I go and comb my hair now. Just now.
no wonder you look
seriously.
so stunning. No wonder it's so rare that you look so stunning in front of camera.
What do you mean so rare? Yeah, never mind lah.
So Shin
Okay.
is here as well. Okay, good, fantastic.
Very obedient
now,
guy.
right, very obedient guy. That's good. You receive feedback, you immediately change your appearance, right? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, now, so this special Valentine's Day sharing, we do have a stock that we want to share about, which we already have you guys commented on it, right? And recently, actually, why we want to talk about this is because how many of you realize that actually Google share price has dropped quite a fair bit in just past 1 week? Anybody know how much how much has it dropped, right, in the past 1 week because of the technology being so-called not as good and a little bit disappointing, in fact, in terms of chat AI, it's chatbots. Okay, looking good both. Wow, thank you so much. Good to see you here as well. Drop $10. Okay, that is in terms of absolute dollars, right? Okay, in terms of the absolute percentage, that is about 7%. All right, so that's why we are thinking about, wow, so is this could it be a potential investing opportunity for us to take a look, or could this be the start of the downfall of Google? All right, so let's check it out. Okay, I'm going to share my slide. And this round, okay, definitely we have Sean here as well. I'm also very keen to know how Sean think about Google and in terms of the recent drop right now. Do you think it as an opportunity or not? All right. So do let me know whether you guys can see my slides. All right, Sean, are you able to see my slides? Sean, are you here? Hey, am I only the person? Has Sean dropped off?
Can you hear me?
You are here?
Can you hear me?
Okay. So
Yeah.
yes, I can hear you. Just now I couldn't hear you. So now can you see my slides as well?
Yes, I can. Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, I believe everyone should be able to see as well, since you are able to see. All right, now let's go. All right, so just now we talked about how Google has dropped of over 7% in the past 1 week, and tonight when the market open, of course we can't really know what's going to happen to Google stock price further. But very importantly, as we need to understand this as a business itself. So how many of you are aware of this chatbot called ChatGPT? All right, if you know what is this, can you type down the company that has invested in ChatGPT, which has make it quite a stunning
Is it me?
AI bot
Can you hear
that
her?
cannot hear me. Am I
Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait.
hello? Am I lagging? Could
Yeah.
this be I think you are lagging, Sean. I
Oh,
can
I'm
hear
lagging. Is
myself.
it okay? Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So, while we are waiting for Sean to come back, okay. So exactly, some of you are saying that it is Microsoft, right? So one thing that caused Google to drop in terms of share price over 7% is because ChatGPT has been a very, very popular chatbot that ever since the launch in November last year, it has really gotten so popular. So many millions and millions of users are actually using ChatGPT now to search for information. And ChatGPT has been able to provide a lot of insights that is in a very conversational manner. So it really saves user a lot of time to search for information, and you are like as if you're chatting with a friend. So that's a very interesting approach that Microsoft has actually started to influence people, right, in using the form of chatbot. And then why Google recently had a drop in share price is because when Google is trying to see that, wow, ChatGPT suddenly like start to take over the globe, right? They start to announce that, oh, actually we have this AI bot as well, which is called Bard, right? And when Bard made its debut performance, they actually made a factual error on one of the answers in the video, right? So that really made investors start to question the power of Google, because it has always thought to be the thought leader, or the leader in terms of this AI technology, but end up it's not as good as we thought it to be. Sean, I'm just very curious, what's your opinions on like this debut performance of Google? Do you think it's disappointing to you?
Actually, there's a lot of talks about whether is it really inaccurate, you see. I think it
Mm,
doesn't really matter. So people are like saying, hey, actually the data that they give is not inaccurate because depending on which information and which source you get. But however, a confidence loss is a confidence loss. They should have used a more how to say straightforward kind of demonstration, correct? You want to inject
yeah.
confidence, you don't go and create one that may potentially harm yourself lah. So I think in terms of presentation wise, they failed. But in terms of their technology wise, I actually do have a lot of faith in Google because they have a lot of data. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So why not we continue to look further? Okay. Apart
Mm,
from this rise of ChatGPT, which kind of have diminished, it seems to be diminishing the power of Google.
yep.
Of course, in terms of the earnings wise, Google has not been performing so well as well in the past few quarters. You can see that in terms of the company itself has repeatedly missed expectations. All right, EPS missed by 16%, missed by 6%, and in the most recent quarter, it also missed by about 12%, right? And then if you look into the quarterly earnings of ChatGPT lately, not ChatGPT, Google
Google.
lately,
Yeah.
okay, you can also see that the earnings in terms of be it in the Google search or be it in
Right.
the YouTube app, right, which is actually contribute close to 90% of 80 to 90% of the revenue
Fif-
of
Actually
Google.
58%. Oh yeah, correct. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's a huge
So
percentage, yeah.
yeah, it's a huge percentage. Also dropped, right, as compared to 1 year ago, 2021. Right now, compare. So right now it has been dropping as well. So at the same time, one good thing is the cloud services. Okay, the cloud services did better, right, which has been growing pretty decently. Year on year in terms of cloud, the rest of it doesn't seems to be growing. In fact, it has been dropping as well. So that's causing investors to be concerned about the power of Google, right? But I think, what do you think, Sean, in this aspect? Oh, Sean, are you here?
No, I'm here. So
Yeah,
what do I
yeah. Okay,
think?
yeah.
I think they are in deep trouble. So, frankly, I think that you see, Google actually call for a code rate. Code rate meaning to say they think that they are in trouble also. So,
Mm,
so I feel that when you're catching up in such a short time and trying to like scramble to make things happen, inevitably it is in a very dangerous situation. In my
mm,
opinion, like as you mentioned, their whole entire revenue from advertisement based on search from YouTube, from Google search, it makes up to 80 over percent. So it's almost near 90%. Right now,
mm,
personally for myself, because I've been really using a lot on ChatGPT, I hardly even go to Google right now. I'm not kidding you guys. I hardly
wow.
go to Google because I've been using ChatGPT. And I think that once a lot of people start to use and experience the power of ChatGPT and which Microsoft Bing is rolling out, that's the end of Google. That's my opinion. I think that's the end of Google. If you all remember, there was one point in time, it was the end of Yahoo search. I used to
Yeah,
use
that
Yahoo
is
search.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Then
That's true.
the reason why I jumped to Google is because it proves to be more superior, gives me better results. That's the only reason why. I don't have a loyalty to search engines. I want to get
Mm-hmm.
better results. That's all. And ChatGPT is giving me a lot better results than Google. No kidding. I don't need to go and scroll and see which website to go for. ChatGPT gives me the answer in a lot
Mm.
more intelligent way. Yeah.
Are you able to like demonstrate for us? I mean, like I believe some of the audience have not really used ChatGPT before. Can you show us what is the power of ChatGPT that make you actually started to shift it away from Google, right?
Seriously, you all haven't used ChatGPT before. You're a dinosaur or what? Okay.
How many of you are new to ChatGPT? If you're new, right, can you type new in the chat, right? So that
Okay.
we can see how many of you are dinosaurs. Okay.
Seriously, okay. I mean, this is ChatGPT lah. But by the way, later I show something more scary. So ChatGPT, I mean, I've done a few things. For example, I say, okay, because I conduct online courses, correct? Or maybe I want to teach blockchain now. I want to come up with a new course because next level we create courses, correct? I want to conduct a blockchain class. Come up with a lesson plan in table form
Wow, it
with
can be so
references
specific.
and examples. Yeah, you can be very very specific lah. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So this is a example of a lesson plan, 60 minutes introduction to blockchain, and then later this is not the end. Okay, so so they have references, examples all here. This is only the beginning. So last time when I need to conduct a course, I need to do a lot of research and things like that. Right now it is all there, correct? And they have references where you can click to go to the website. Tell me which portion I need Google. You tell me, which portion I need Google. Okay, so I mean, I really love Google. You see, I mean, but I still watch YouTube lah. Okay, I still watch YouTube, but I think very soon, I don't know whether you know got this thing called DTube. DTube is basically YouTube without all the advertisement, so you won't see irritating advertisement like some of the people you're seeing right now. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so okay,
Recently,
guys,
I
can you
saw
see
a
or
lot
not?
of your face. Yeah, you have been irritating me, Sean.
Yeah, I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to add in more value to the advertisement. So can you see how powerful this is or not? Okay, now this is not all. This is not all. Later, okay, it's still writing for me now. So I can go and sleep, come back, then tada, the whole entire lesson plan come out. Let me show this.
Wow.
So haven't finished. They are still writing. But I write the next one first. Okay, let me. Okay,
Yeah, you can
so
stop. You can stop
based
repeating. Yeah.
on based on the above, can you give me a script on what do they wrote? Introduction to blockchain.
Yeah, introduction to blockchain.
Let's
So
see
it's
what it
like
comes out
really
with.
smart. It's so intelligent. Like you feel
Yeah.
like you're tapping into the brain of this search engine that has so much data at the back of the mind, and then we don't have to use our brain so much anymore.
Can you see or not? You and then with AI and stuff like that, you don't even need to talk already. You just take all this,
Yeah.
put into the text to speech, everything will be done for you. Can you see or not? It's like, frankly, actually you want to learn anything, guys. If you want to learn anything, don't need to come and sign up for our programs and all that already. You want to learn about options, you just call ChatGPT and say, I want to come up with an options class. Can you come with the lesson plan? Then can you give me a script? They will teach you everything already. Right? So you all don't need to watch this Facebook live for what? Just go and sleep and then play with ChatGPT, right? Okay, so can you see or not? It's like the whole entire script is here. You can even say, can you rewrite the script with added jokes and stories. You can even add all these and then make the stories inspiring, make a touching story. They will actually make it humorous. Okay, I don't know what kind
Wow.
of jokes they will add. Sometimes their joke not funny. Okay, but can you all see the power? If you guys haven't used ChatGPT, I don't know what the heck is wrong with you. By the way, just to disclaimer, I'm a Microsoft shareholder, so I do have a vested interest. Okay, so now this time they say, how does the magic of blockchain work? They use more humorous tone. Can you see that? Okay, now let me show you all something even more scary, guys. Okay, so what's that? Once a blockchain is added to this chain, is there for good, like a tattoo you got on a crazy night in college. You can see, they will add like humorous language, when you ask them to. Now let me show you this, guys. You like to use Google to do search, right? Guys,
Yeah.
this is called Bing. This is called Bing. And last time, maybe you feel like this is a stupid website and all that, right? So let me show you okay, this one they are still in a launch stage. Now Bing, you can actually type the ChatGPT like questions inside there. Do you all feel that this looks like Google? If you all feel that this looks
It
like Google,
seems
you all can type
exactly
G.
like Google. Oh my gosh.
People also ask, this looks exactly like Google. So if you still like Google, the kind of format that Google gives you, Microsoft Bing gives you, plus they also give you the AI answer. They will tell you, hey, congratulations on your anniversary, blah, 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 blah. Hey guys, tell me, is there any more reason to use Google? Give me a reason to use Google right now. Okay, maybe you still need Gmail and stuff like that. But I think very soon, at least for search wise, I don't think Google is going to be able to fight this. Even though they have the best engineers and things like that, I don't think it is so easy. This is my opinion now. Okay, what does the rest of you guys think?
Yeah, maybe what does the rest of you guys think? If you think that Google's power is going to be weakened, can you type weak, W-E-A-K, in the chat? Or if you think that Google remains strong, type strong in the chat, right? But then I'm also very curious, since Google also already has so much existing data, so much AI as well, right? They can also have Bard, right? Which they are developing right now, right? Bard. And they can basically implement whatever things that ChatGPT is doing to Bard as well. Then what makes Microsoft to be able to stand out?
What do you mean? But you see, I don't really believe what they are saying. I tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, because
Yeah.
their BART and their LUM MDA, correct? It is
Yeah.
actually based on very quick reaction. It's based on
Mm.
very quick reaction. I don't know whether is it true they can do it. They have not shown evidence that, and even the way they actually show the BART, right, has no comparison to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is definitely is way ahead. I don't think it's so easy to catch up. Actually, I don't know. You know, I tell you something quite funny. Do you know that
Mm.
ChatGPT? Okay, sorry, I'm really amazed by this. Do you know
Yeah.
you can even code a website, like example, code a love calculator, example calculator in Python. Okay, example okay, let's see what happens. Oops. Wait. So you can actually ask them to code you something, no? Code
Yeah. They can even give us code.
discounted cash flow calculator in Python. So I let's see whether they can do it. Okay. This is the code. You can just copy the code, put inside a website, and then you can use it already. I really don't think Google is going to catch up that fast. How I mean, this ChatGPT has been like they have been there for a number of years implementing it, and they finally launched. So in my opinion, Google is in a big trouble. This is my opinion, Okay, even if they catch up, I don't think they can catch up so fast.
But I think it's still too early to say. Maybe Google has this technology that they just doesn't want to. Sometimes I think they probably don't want to disrupt themselves, and that's why they did not roll it out. So I think we still probably need to give some time to Google to see whether does Google's BART as good as what we wanted it to be. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we can always see lah.
Right. And in the meantime, I can see that some people say that Google is gonna be weakened, and then some people say that ChatGPT is very, very mind-blowing, which I think is indeed very mind-blowing. Yeah. And I think the jokes that ChatGPT is able to say, it's exactly as lame as Sean, so you can't really get the joke. Yeah, I couldn't get the joke just now anyway. So yeah, okay, so by the way, but today
Maybe they
tomorrow,
customize the joke based on our own search. Yeah. Sorry, you're saying Valentine's Day, right?
yeah, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, right? So I think that the best way to share some love, show some love, is to remember, like this post and then share this out to more people, so that we can all spread the love for investing and the love for constantly leveling up ourselves as an investor as well. Okay, so give us some thumbs up, give us some likes as well. All right, and let's keep going. So now, one more thing I just want to highlight. Okay, just now, even though Sean did say that the revenue is decreasing, everything, but I personally feel that in terms of, okay, let's not talk about ChatGPT for now. If we just look at the ad revenue itself, I feel that it's an industry-wide thing, right? It's not just Google itself suffering. Even Meta is facing a drop as well, because companies are spending less due to the weaker economic situation or the outlook ahead, and that's why businesses are scaling down, right? But then once again, I don't feel that this is gonna be a permanent thing. It's just a temporary thing. With the economy improving subsequently, or people have a brighter outlook of the economy, they're going to continue to spend. So that's why, even though there's a drop right now, the percentage is not that significant. But once again, I think with the rise of ChatGPT and Bing, well, maybe eventually the market share can be taken up by by Google, no, by Microsoft, right? But if you look at the financial track record of Google, it has been really strong, right, for so many years, which I think all of you guys should be very familiar with how Google is a strong business, be it its earnings per share, its free cash flow, everything is basically it's a stunning A score student, right? A score student for now, right, and all the way until today, right? And in terms of the search engine market share, it's actually over 90%. While compared to Bing today, all right, Bing has about 3%. So with this search engine as a sector, I personally believe that search engine is going to continue to grow as well, and I feel that there's room for both players to win or coexist and continue to grab more market share as well. But once again, I think what you said about ChatGPT just now, do you really think that Google is not going to catch up with ChatGPT? Do you really think that Bing is going to be such a destructive destructive factor to the existing of Google? Do you really think so?
Yes.
Wow.
No, I mean seriously, guys. Actually, maybe I put it this way, lah. Unless Google show me that they can, I don't want to place a faith based on empty kind of imagination. Unless they show
Mm,
me and I use it and wow, okay, this is actually on par. Otherwise, it is just okay because ChatGPT really blew a lot of people's mind. Correct. The adoption
mm,
rate is so high. Everyone,
yep,
I mean, not everyone. A lot of people is talking about it. I mean, for people who are not using it, very likely they will be using it after a while. It is just
mm,
maybe they are not the early adopter, but as a I don't think I'm the early adopter lah, but as a mid-range early adopter, right, I can see how vastly better it is. It is just like you give me I would say a smartphone, right, versus an
mm,
olden time phone. Okay, and then you tell
mm.
me that, oh wow, maybe the olden time phone. I don't know what's the olden time phone. Like, oh, is there a better analogy? But you give me a typewriter. Who is the king of typewriter last time? Then you show me a computer. Then you tell me that the typewriter company can come up with a computer. Maybe law, I don't know law. But you know what I'm saying, like? So it's like the difference is too huge already. It's so huge that it is blowing my mind to the extent I don't think I'm ever going back to use a typewriter. That's my opinion. There's no way I'm
So
going to
it,
go back to use a old phone rather than a smartphone. You know what I'm saying?
so it's kind of like how Apple launched its first iPhone, and then it kind of blew everybody's mind away.
Maybe lah, maybe lah. Okay lah. So I think so. So maybe to the extent. So yeah, ChatGPT need to weigh Google can get instant result, but it is the quality of the results no fight. There's really no fight for now. So until Google can show me they can do a better job, I don't have faith that they can catch up. This is my opinion.
Mm, okay,
I
okay.
yeah.
I see. I think fair enough, fair enough. But I still personally think that like it's good to also give Google some time to really see the ability of Google's power as well, right? Because if existing shareholders, if they just because of this news of ChatGPT catching up everything, and they start to sell off their stocks, I don't think that's a wise approach as well. What do
I
you
think
think?
it's a wise approach. If that freaking company is in danger, when do you want to sell off then? When it's proven to be totally wrong and then get trashed, man? Like
Mm,
when else? Okay, so let me ask you a very simple question. Why do you buy
okay.
Google? So you buy Google because it has a certain economic mode, correct? Based on the
Yep.
ability of innovation, based on they are the best search engine. Tell me why you buy Google. Seriously. Why? Because
Yeah,
they give you
because
the
it's one of
best
the best
results,
search
correct?
engine. It's able
Yeah.
to really generate a lot of profit because of the superior products.
The superior products in terms of basically their ability to give you the search answers. And this
Yes,
economic mode has proven to be destroyed. End of story. There's no
I
way
don't
I'm
think
going
it's
to.
destroyed yet.
No, tell me why. Seriously, tell me why. Can't you all
Mm,
see that? That's the purpose of talking about economic mode. When we talk about economic mode, we are trying to assess what strength does this company have to continue to sustain their profits for the next 5 to 10 years. I'm telling you right now, Google has lost it. Even though they say they didn't, but it is proof and evidence that they have lost it. Until they show me that they can regain it again, I'm not going to hold their shares. Does it make sense? But why do you want to hold on to it? I don't get it.
Because
What's
I
the
think it's
reason
a
they want to
little
do
bit,
it?
I think it's a little bit too early to tell whether it has the Google really lost it, right? Because in terms of its data, is like it really has so much data that it's been collecting for years, right? And if they're able to just use this data well and start to use the AI bots that of their own technology, which they had, if I'm not wrong, they use a different system behind how they program it. But then if you give Google some time, it may I don't think Google
Okay,
will lose so
you
much.
you are not wrong, Chloe. You see,
Yeah.
they are at a certain crossroad that they may be able to catch up with ChatGPT or even have a better system, maybe. But there may be also another possibility they can't. So let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you this: as an investor, what is this called? This is to me called a gamble. It's no longer based on predictability. You can't predict that they can do it. And the chance of them doing it is 50-50. It's not even like 80-20, you see. To me, I think it is maybe a 40-60 chance where there's okay, I don't think they even have a 50% chance to catch up. That's my opinion. I may be totally wrong. But if I'm wrong, I will let them catch up first, then I will find a better entry point. But right now, I'm facing a company that can be wiped out. That's my opinion. There's no company that's too big to disappear on. There
That's
isn't.
true. I
Now,
agree. I agree.
yeah, so I mean, back then people would say, "Oh, Yahoo can catch up with Google." Did they catch up? No. Friendster can catch up with Facebook. Did they catch up? No. So why hang on to it? They were once the king. Google was once the king, but I think that they have lost their place. It is very obvious to me now. So until they prove themselves right, I'm not going to hold any of their shares. Okay, but I think okay, I mean we can I mean, for those who have been using Google for a while, you feel like, wow, this is very brutal, you know. Like, how can you do that? I mean, again, probably I'm still going to watch their YouTube. So YouTube, that segment maybe is still okay. But you must understand the Google search portion is 50 over percent. So even if their YouTube continues to sustain, imagine 50%, very, very simple. Even if they catch up with ChatGPT, you all think about it, guys. Think about it. Am I still there? Testing.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Am I still there?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, even you all think about it, you all think about it, even if let's say Google catch up with ChatGPT, but am I right to say that ChatGPT or Microsoft Bing will snatch away a big portion of their market? Think about that.
Yeah. This
So
one, yes.
they themselves catching up means that they are back to the past. You get it, no? So meaning to say they are not going to get more revenue. They are just snatching back some of their revenue. So why you want to invest in a company like that? There's no logic to me. There's no logic. Think about it. So I mean, this is my
Okay.
opinion. I may be totally wrong, but I would like to encourage all investors to think in a very logical and mathematical sense. It doesn't make sense to invest in Google anymore. Sounds okay.
Wow.
Am I going to get shucks, man? Is this I'm on Google Chrome? Maybe they will shut me down after this, but oh well, this is my opinion.
But what do you think about, like being, because Google also has many different apps that we can't really integrate it into our life, right? Be it your
Sure.
Google Map, your Gmail, or whatsoever. So when you use it, it's like a holistic system. And then, like, for example, all the passwords that you have is saved on Google browser. That is also the ease of convenience that you are providing to the user. So there are many different like ecosystem that Google itself has it. Yeah, or even like linked to Android phone. For those who are using Android, it has Google Play Store, and all these are integrated.
No, sure. So I'm not saying they may not totally disappear, just like Yahoo didn't totally disappear, but they're no longer the king. And will you rather invest in Google or Yahoo? You'd rather invest in Google, correct? In the same token, if let's say I swap it around, Google versus let's say Bing, there will be a higher chance that Bing will grab more market shares, and Google is trying to get back their own market share. So it's like, even though they have Gmail and all that, okay, well, they will still make money from there, they will still get some data, but they are facing a very huge crisis. That is the reason why Google call it code red. They themselves know that it's a crisis. And why shouldn't we know that it's a crisis? So it is just whether they can overcome the crisis, correct? Which I think it is going to be a very tough fight. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called a crisis.
That's true. That's true.
Is my answer shocking you guys? Okay. Yeah.
To me, but I think it really provide me with some perspective in terms of how you are looking Google as really like being threatened in terms of its power. Okay, that's a very interesting insight. Then just buy Microsoft. Microsoft
Oh yeah,
seems to
I
be
already bought lah. for those in the BOS group, you know that I bought Microsoft already. So in fact, I'm very proud of my my BOS portfolios. Yeah, I show off for you. I can show off with you a bit what we have been buying, and this one everybody can see on what, right? So these are the things that we have been buying. You're also inside the chat, right? So we've been buying this, and then Microsoft actually not increase a lot because I bought it when I saw the ChatGPT. I said, wow, this one cannot wait already. So I quickly buy, increased by 6% only. But well, overall, so you can see no Google inside one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. I see. Okay, but I also want to hear what do the audience think. What do you guys think? Do you really think that Google right now is uninvestable anymore? Or you still think that you want to give Google a chance to prove itself? All right. Oh, Sean, you are flashing some comments.
This is not very funny. Can we ask ChatGPT or Google that? They will be politically correct, okay?
No,
it's just like you ask Siri.
You can use the code to make ChatGPT that the true color.
You can try. But this one is predictive. So you're okay. So by the way, with AI and stuff like that, right? The kids in the future, they will have to be very good at using the AI. They have to do this thing called prompt engineering. Please get your kids, please yourself, start to play with ChatGPT, play with AI. You have to do that. Otherwise, 3 months later, you will be left with skeleton because you are like a dinosaur. Okay, so please do that.
Yeah, so for those who have not started using ChatGPT, make sure start exploring it for yourself as well. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Did not have the superior technology or too slow to grab.
It's too amazing really, ChatGPT. There's Google is too far behind. Yeah. So if you have position in Google, for me, okay, again, I'm not supposed to give you financial advice, but I don't think there's okay. So if you're unsure about basically right, if you're unsure about any of the stocks that you're holding, just sell it off and then relook at the stocks and see whether you'll buy it back. This is what I'm thinking. A lot of times, right, you are not able to assess like rationally whether you should hold on to the stock because you bought at a certain price and it drops. But if you are willing to sell it off and then relook at it again, right, it's actually at this price is very attractive, then you may buy it back. But to me, at this point in time, there's a lot of uncertainty with regard to Google. That's the reason why for me, even if it's a paper loss or if it's I will make it into actual loss. I rather not hold it. That's my opinion. Please do your own assessment because who knows later tomorrow Google come out with something better, shoot up. Then I'll buy it back. I'll buy it back. Although I lost money, but I will regain my confidence. Now I don't have confidence in them. I do hope you understand what I'm saying. Do your own assessment. And sometimes you have to allocate where is the best chance your money will grow. To me, the best chance is not in Google right now. It's a uncertainty. Correct. Okay.
That's true. But in terms of the Microsoft.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
But in terms of the valuation for Microsoft, it also doesn't seem to be undervalued either, though.
It was initially. Right now, I think it went up quite a bit already. So, yeah. Again, I'm not saying to anyhow buy into stocks, but there are a few principles. Buy good stocks at a good price, correct? Good stock, good price. So let's look at Microsoft. Is it a good stock or a good company? In my opinion, a lot better. It is amazing. To me, it's like, I'm so mind blown by Microsoft. How much they have innovated, the new CEO. And by the way, I give you guys a very interesting fact. The current CEO of Microsoft, right? Okay, what's his name? How do I pronounce his name?
Satya. S-A-T-H. Satya Nataya, something like that. Yes.
Do you know what's the interesting thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know what's the interesting thing? Before he became the CEO, just a few projects ago, right? He was in charge of Bing. And Bing was a losing project in Microsoft. So I want to share with you all two very interesting things. So this current CEO, right? You think they purposely chose him to become CEO for no reason? He was in the Bing project for years. And then it was deemed as the losing division. Okay? Because it's like, wow, it's a no fight, it's very lousy. But after that, right, he actually became a CEO. So I want to share with you all two key things. Number one, if let's say you're in a particular workplace, your project didn't do well, don't give up. Because sometimes people choose CEO not based on the results of your project, but based on the projection of your potential. So they saw a potential in this guy, they put him as a CEO, and now he knows everything about Bing. I can tell this guy is going to change the way Microsoft does things. So this is one key thing to take note of. What are we talking about? So for Microsoft, okay, so whether is it a good business? I think it's very, very good business. Is it a good price? If no, you can wait. You can wait, okay, to see when to buy. For me, I bought it slightly earlier. Okay. Right now, if you want, you can buy a bit as a just buy a bit as in just to remember to continue to buy Microsoft. Sometimes the price goes up, you forget to buy, then you say, okay, when it drops, then you buy, you may forget about it. So when you buy a bit, it will always be in your portfolio as a reminder to continue to add to this position. This is my suggestion. I shouldn't suggest, sorry. So if let's say if it's me and I've not bought Microsoft and it has gone up, I'll buy a bit because it's a good business. May not be a good price. So I buy a bit as to pay for a stock signal to remind me. Now, Google, is it a good business? I have no answer. That's why I don't dare to invest. You get what I'm trying to say? Good price or not, secondary. This is my again, it's my own opinion. It's my own opinion. Okay. So maybe they can bounce back. If they bounce back, then I will look into it again. Okay.
Okay. So for now, right, if we look at Microsoft, okay, just go for a quick valuation in terms of Microsoft. Like if you use Morningstar, you can look at the P ratio right now is about 30 times. Okay. In the past, it's about 35 times. So right now, it's slightly below the 5-year average. And then in terms of PB, it's also lower than the 5-year average. So it's not, it's definitely not expensive, but then definitely it's not super undervalued either.
I don't need it to be super undervalued. So I'd rather buy a good business at a fair price. So, but do take note, right? You can see that this PB ratio for the past 5 years is 11.91. This has been raised up by the past few years, especially 2021, it becomes 16 plus. So you compare it to before 2019, it is always single digit. Then it went up. So the question is, will it actually go down to single digit again? Because if the valuation of the PB goes back, can you see? Goes back down to single digit, right? The whole entire valuation will drop. Again, in my opinion, this in recent years, people has paid a lot more attention to Microsoft. Will it continue to do well for the next 5-10 years? In my opinion, it will. Okay, in my opinion, it will. Yep.
Oh, especially, I mean, like Microsoft also has different side of business apart from what we are talking about. Bing, it has cloud. It has it's a key.
It has
key
LinkedIn.
product.
It has so many things. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I think I am mind blown by Sean's sharing as well. Okay, I think I need some time to digest it. Tonight, I'm just going to sleep with peace and then wake up to a Valentine's Day tomorrow. Shockingly. Really, it's goodbye, Google. Oh my gosh.
Sell Google. No. I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, are you still there?
I'm still. Okay. Why not? Okay, why
not?
Thanks. I can feel your care and concern. Thanks for the Valentine's Day gift as well. Okay, so with that, okay, any more questions? If not, all right, I think we have come to the closure of today. All right, I hope everybody, for those existing Google shareholders, well, I think based on this sharing, you can consider, but once again, I think do your due diligence, ask yourself to really think through, okay, before making any form of the investment decision, or whether you want to buy or sell. It's really your own responsibility. All right, and thanks, Sean, for being so nice to us. All right, giving us this great balloon during for Valentine's Day present. All right, so with that, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's sharing. Okay, maybe you can type down your greatest takeaway from this short sharing by Sean and I, and then we can all celebrate Valentine's Day happily ever after tomorrow. Okay.
Happily ever after. Hey, by the way, again, I want to say that if let's say Google they recover, they go up, you don't come and scold me. What I'm trying to, I hope you all understand the thinking process. Because some people say, well, then his call is wrong. It is not about wrong or right. It's about you having your own investment philosophy. For me, if I've lost confidence whether this company can perform, why do I park my money somewhere where I have confidence? Correct? Does it make sense? So for me, actually, frankly, I have a lot more confidence in Meta because they are still the king of social media, and they actually invest heavily into the metaverse. I feel I have a lot more confidence in this company because they innovate so aggressively, and people are scolding them rather than Google didn't innovate, and now they step themselves. You're not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but then once again, for Google, they are not okay. I think they are just very distracted with so many pet projects that they're doing, right? Which is their what's that called? BAT, right? The Google BAT, right? There's so many different pet projects. But if they focus and they have so much money, I think they are able to focus well as well, like Meta. All right, right now Meta is also nobody really know whether can it take off or not.
Yeah.
But I think
Okay, but their main source of engine is not affected. Their main source of income is not affected. Can you see that? But Google's main source of income is being affected. So this is my thought process. Again, guys, we are sharing this openly. So I do hope that you all take into consideration that do your own due diligence. Okay, so a lot of disclaimer that we need to put out. But we rather love to share openly what we think than be very politically correct. Okay, so I do hope that if you enjoy this, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and let us know whether you want more of this discussion. If you want, just comment below, and we will have more of this discussion. I think it's interesting to shock Chloe. I see her face like, wow, she also didn't expect me to say that, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I think, but definitely it's always good to have such discussion. It provoked my thinking as well. Thanks, Sean, for giving me such a heart attack before Valentine's Day.
Go and eat chocolates. Go and eat chocolates. Can calm your endorphin, dopamine down or things like that. Okay, can. Okay, thanks a lot, Terry. So thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for everyone as well. All right, have a great celebration ahead, and we will see you in our next sharing. All right, see you. Bye.
Bye.